Hello Leo, Sun Rising and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Leo, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Leo, let's get started. How does Leo currently view this relationship? All right, Leo. So we do have the World out here. We do have the Ten of Swords, and then we also have the Chariot out here. Leo, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, I do see you forcing yourself to not go back to something that caused you a lot of pain as well as suffering. I don't know, something's going on though, because I feel like you were doing so well. I am getting that. Yeah, like I feel like you were doing so well. I feel like something happened here. Because it looks like it looks like you did close this cycle out here between you and this person, and you did it successfully. But then, I don't know, Julie, it's like I feel like something's happening here that's like causing you to fall into this energy of, I can't go back, I can't go back, I can't look back, I can't look back, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. But I feel like something's happening here. Like I feel like something's prompting this moment for you. Let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship? So we do have the Seven of Wands. We do have the Four of Cups. And then we also have the Nine of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. We also have the Two of Cups. And then we also have the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. So it kind of looks like when this cycle closed out between you and this person, the both of you are harnessing the same energy is kind of what I'm getting. You're very determined to walk away from this entire situation, never look back, and so were they. I just kind of feel like it kind of got to that point where they felt like they were doing something that they shouldn't be doing, right? Which is walking away from this entire situation, never looking back is concerned. It just doesn't feel right, is what it is. Like walking away from you just doesn't feel right. It makes them feel like it's something that they're not supposed to be doing. It's like the best way that I can, okay, so that kind of makes sense why you're falling into this energy of, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Nope, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm not going back. It's because this person's resurfacing back up here for you. That's what's causing you to fall into this energy of, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm moving on with my life. I don't care how much it hurts. I am moving on with my life. I am moving on with my life. Okay. All right. How does Leo currently feel? We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Okay. Oh, Leo, 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 Leo. I feel like you're experiencing the only inner battle, unfortunately, okay? It looks like you have many reasons, as to why you don't want to revisit this again. And it has a lot to do with, all the pain and suffering you went through while being with this person. But I just feel like the love that you have for this person, it's just so strong and it's just so intense that it's hard for you to say no to this person. It's very hard for you to not let this person back in. But I see you telling yourself, like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. It's like your heart's like, let them back in, let them back in. But your mind's like, nope, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Okay. We'll see what you decide to do in the end, okay? We'll see. Because right now I see you listening to your mind, like, nope, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it. But it's like your heart's like screaming at you, like, let them back in, you want to. And your mind's like, fuck that, we're not doing that. Okay, how does this person currently feel? Alrighty, let's do this. We have the Page of Pentacles, we got the Ace of Swords, and then we also have the Seven of Pentacles. This person just wants to talk. Now, here's the thing. Okay? This person feels like if you guys were to have a heart-to-heart conversation, okay, the likelihood, right, of the two of you getting back together is very, very likely to happen, according to them. Hence why they want to talk to you so bad. Okay. What actions? All right, moment of truth. What actions will Leo take towards this person? Or moving forward? We have the Page of Swords. You're reliving everything in your head. Like all the pain and suffering this person has caused you in the past, you're like replaying it. You're reliving it in your head. And I feel like that is actually helping you stick to this decision of yours to not accept this person back into your life all over again. We do have the Page. Oh yeah, you're trying to stay strong. You're trying to stay super, super strong here, which given the fact that you guys are showing up this way, and I'll get into that a little later, but it makes sense as to why it's taking a lot of strength and courage within you to turn around and tell this person no. This is not an easy thing by any means for you to do, but we'll get into like why it's so hard and challenging in a second. But we do have the Page of Cups. We got the Six of Pentacles, and then we also have the Eight of Wands to the Five of Pentacles. You know, this person understands why you would want nothing to do with them, and it is because of all the pain and suffering they brought into your life, and they're really, really sorry for that. And I do see this person definitely saying that to you, that they're really, really sorry for everything that they put you through, and that they just want the chance and opportunity to like show you how much they want this to work and how much they're willing to basically change. Now I still kind of see you sticking to your guns, like, nope, I'm not going to do it. 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 It's like you keep replaying all of the stuff that this person has ever put you through in your head over and over and over and over again. Now, the reason why this connection is just so hard to like break, I almost want to say for the both of you, is because this is your twin. Unfortunately for the both of you, because none of this is easy for neither one of you. Like, just like it's really hard for you to walk away from this entire situation and never look back, it's really hard for this person to walk away from you and never look back, hence why they're coming back around your way. I think it is safe to say that you have far more strength and courage within yourself than they do. That's one thing that I will definitely say that's like the huge difference, you know, between the two of you. Like, you are like this person's weakness and they just can't fucking help it. When it comes down to you, it's like, you know, it's like they just can't help but to like want to run back to you every single time. They just can't help it. You know, at the end of the day, it's like they feel like the two of you parting, you know, ways is just not what you guys are supposed to be doing. But see, when it comes down to you, it's like, no, this is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. And the reason why you feel that way has a lot to do with the fact that you were negatively affected by this dynamic here. So, I mean, it makes sense as to why you feel like, no, this has to happen. Like, we have to part ways. Like, you know, it makes sense. But, yeah, dude, I just feel like the reason why it's so hard, man, is because you guys are, this is your twin and you're their twin. You know, this is a twin flame connection here. When one of the twins decide to leave, there's always one twin that always runs back, because they just can't live, you know what I mean, without that person, you know. And in this case, you know, your person's the twin that can't live without you, and here you are trying your hardest, you know what I mean, to just push ahead, man, and not revisit this ever again. I'm gonna be honest. I think that it's doable, you know, as far as you walking away from this entire situation, never looking back is concerned. It's totally doable. It's totally possible. Is it gonna be easy? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know, it's interesting because I feel like when this cycle like originally closed out between the two of you, like, it was easy. It was easy. Like, there was something about it that was easy. But the fact that they're back again, it's like, fuck. You know what I mean? They're back. Like, you know, and that's what is causing you to fall into this energy of, nope, I'm not going to do it. 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 Unfortunately for you, Leo, it's going to take a lot of strength and courage within you to keep moving forward and never look back. I mean, you have the strength and the courage within yourself to make that happen and totally, make that a thing, as far as like keeping things as is between the two of you, which is basically over. It's just going to be fucking hard. We're not talking about a king and a queen of cups here, or a king and a queen of pentacles. Like, these are the type of people that could part ways from one another, never see one another ever again. You guys don't have that type of relationship. Like you're Eve and they're your Adam. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, and I know you're gonna disagree with me on this, and I understand why you would, but it's like, with the king and the queen of wands, man, it's like, they just belong together. They're like the zipper connection. Like, they just belong together. Like, you're the peanut butter and they're the jelly. You're the Eve, they're the Adam. Like, y'all just, it's just that type of connection, And when it's time to like sever that tie, man, between the king and the queen of wands, it's like, oh my God, it just seems like remotely impossible. It's possible. It's just very, 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 very hard. But you got what it takes, you got what it takes to make it happen. You got what it takes to walk away from this entire situation and never look back. It's just not going to be easy. And it's not going to be easy for this one, either, to leave you alone. Like, you are their Eve, they are your Adam. You are the peanut butter, they are the jelly. Like, this is just the zipper connection. You know what I mean? Y'all just belong together. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. Why do I feel like this is all happening? Like, because I don't even feel like this is actually happening. Like, God, how do I explain this? Like, I don't feel like this person's texting you, you know what I mean? Or calling you. This feels like a face-to-face type of encounter. Because one thing that I noticed, because I've been trying to like really study the king, and I'm a nerd when it comes down to tarot, so just forgive me. But when it comes down to the king and the queen of wands, like, I don't know, like their relationship is so like fascinating to me. It's something that I've been definitely studying for years. Okay. But anyways, what I was gonna say was when the king and the queen of wands like part ways, and then one of the twin tries to contact the other twin and there's distance involved, it's very easy for the other twin that's on the receiving end of that text or phone call to be like, nah, I'm not gonna respond back, screw that. You know what I mean? Like, and it's easy. It's easy to be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? But it's like, when it's like face to face, that's when it's hard. That's when it's challenging. That's when it's difficult. So I can't help but to feel like this is gonna go down, like, yes, very, very soon, but it's a face-to-face type of like encounter that you're having with this person. Like, I don't see this person calling you or texting you. Like, because if this person was calling you and texting you, like, this would be like a walk in the park to just turn around and be like, nah, I'm not gonna text this person back. I'm not gonna call this person back. Like, screw them. Like, that's a very easy thing to do, just what I've noticed anyways throughout the years of doing tarot. But when it comes down to like it being like a face-to-face type of deal, that's when it's hard, that's when it's challenging. And the fact that this is so hard and challenging for you personally is kind of making me feel like this is like a face-to-face encounter that you're having here with this one over here. This person's going to get very, very emotional though, and you're going to get very emotional too. I just feel like you're going to fight it. Like, you're gonna fight back those tears. You know what I mean? Like, when you lay eyes on this person, man, and this one over here lays eyes on you, like, they're gonna bust out in tears. You, on the other hand, it's like, you gonna wanna bust out in tears. You're just gonna, like, hold it back. You're gonna hold it back. It just sucks, you know? I could tell that, you know, you got a lot of love for them. They got a lot of love for you. I just feel like you're sick and tired, you know, of getting the, excuse my French when I say this, but, you're tired of getting the shitty end of the stick here. It's like being with them equates to pain and suffering in your head. And you don't like that idea. You don't like that idea. And I don't think anybody freaking would. Let's be honest, you know? But it's like in their head, it's like you are their ultimate happiness. Being with you is satisfying. Being with you is fulfilling. Being with you just feels right. Being with you brings nothing but good, into their life. But that's the thing, is that it's not mutual. Like, this relationship has been affecting you in a very, very negative way. And they do play a massive role in why that is. That's the thing, I don't feel like you woke up, one day you're just like, this relationship makes me feel like X, Y, and Z. Like, no. I feel like this one over here plays a massive role in why this relationship makes you feel the way that it makes you feel. And it has a lot to do with their actions, their behavior, and the way that they've been showing up in this dynamic here between the two of you. But I mean, between you and I don't think that I'm telling you something you don't already know. I don't feel like I'm telling them something that they don't already know. I think that it's safe to say that y'all are just crazy for one another. And I think that you hate it. And I think that they hate it. You know what I mean? I think that both of you hate the massive hold that you guys have, for sure, on one another. I don't think that this person, wants to continue to suffer in the way that they've been suffering without you, But I also don't think that you want to continue to suffer the way that you've been suffering with them. So y'all are for sure crazy about one another, madly in love with one another, but it just kind of looks like you don't want to do this anymore, So then there's that. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Good luck. Bye.